Good morning, folks. Okay, join.
No matter how long the storm lasts, the sun will always shine behind the cloud. No matter how long the storm lasts, the sun will always shine behind the cloud. Your setback will be a major comeback. Me, I only hope for long life. Ugly water can carry rock. Then they don't there. No cause to worry. Give God the glory for the little love. I give God the glory, keeping me alive. So I give God the glory for keeping me alive. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Get a paper glory now, I'm sorry. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Once you got food to eat, thank you. You get more to talk, thank you. You get air to breathe, thank you. Your current situation is not your final destination. No condition is permanent. Infection, starvation, temptation is not a potion. If you pray for my downfall, sorry, come and get your refund. No weapon for making me shall prosper. Cause I'm covered with the blood of Jesus. I sold my soul to the Holy Ghost. You already know I'm about to go. I walk through the valley and the shadow of death. I fear no evil. I still breathe so I not complaining. Oh, Lord, I'm grateful and thankful. So I give God the glory for keeping me alive. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Hey, Papa, glory, sorry. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Once you got food to eat, thank you. You get more to talk, thank you. You get air to breathe, thank you. Get it, Papa, glory, get it, Papa, glory, Baba, I thank you, Daddy. I thank you. If I wanted to know what I cannot do one more. If I wanted to know what I cannot do one more. If I wanted to know what I cannot do one more. If I wanted to know what I cannot do one more. Yeah, Papa, hold me, Papa, hold me, Puna, hold me, Papa, hold me, Papa, hold me, Namu, hold me. Make our way, come on. Make our way, come on. Manya kama baika wewe kama wewe basi ya bueno. What is that? The flap pocket. Somebody just see the flap pocket. Manya kama baika wewe. So I give God the glory for keeping me alive. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Hey, Papa, glory, sorry. Give God the glory for keeping me alive. Once you got food to eat, thank you. You get more to talk, thank you. You get air to breathe, thank you. Get it, Papa, glory, get it, Papa, glory.
Picking at tunes like
these love they make me shower, I'm a little baby, mama.
Are you looking for a place where to fix your keys if lost or damaged? Or are you thinking on how to duplicate your home, office, or car keys? Don't worry, because your worries are all over. AutoKey Liberia is the best solution to all of your problems. At AutoKey Liberia, we are specialized in all keys programs and professional in other keys and remotes of all types. We are located at Say on Time Bourgeois Online. Find us at Clever Mission Junction EOW Community. For more information, you can call the following cell numbers: 0777 337 808 or 0886 530512. Do business with AutoKey Liberia and thank me later.
The Morovia Media Group launches Liberia's first paid streaming platform titled Vibes on April 28, 2021. At Vibes, artists will make money from their work. Listen, as an artist, download the app and create your artist profile and upload your songs and cover for free. Each artist signing up to the platform get paid as users or fans stream their songs monthly. Users are going to download the app and pay a monthly subscription of $2 USD to listen to unlimited songs monthly using Orange Money and various online payments cards. Vibes app is available on the Google Play Store and on Apple Store. VYBEZ. For more inquiries, you can visit our office on Benson and Macklin Street or call them on the following numbers: +231 775 66872 or +231 777 304 304, or visit their website on www.moraviamediagroup.com or email info@moraviamediagroup.com. Get paid today as an artist for your work with Vibes.
Welcome to Circus, where you can find great quality t-shirts, hoodies, and other merchandise inspired by culture and creativity. We offer a variety of unique designs you can rock for any occasion that will fit your style. Visit our website at circus.com, ser-kes.com, and subscribe for exclusive access to discounts, new arrivals, and many more. Thank you for choosing Circus.
Are you looking for a property to buy or rent? Are you a property owner and looking for a quick and suitable way to sell your properties? Are you looking for a house, an apartment, or land to buy in Liberia, West Africa? Look no further, because Superior Real Estate has all the solutions to your problems. They have beautiful acres of land and comfortable homes for you to buy now. Registered and incorporated, Superior Real Estate is bringing honest real estate transactions and a peace of mind to all their clients. Located in Pinzio, Superior Real Estate can be reached on 0880-544-111 or WhatsApp them on +231 775 874610. You will not be disappointed. Superior Real Estate you can trust.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure, and start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
And welcome to the program. You're listening to the nation's premier platform where we discuss the issues that matter. I see my man Bomi say too early to eat. Bomi, my man, I felt like I needed, to chew on something. So I'm having some grapes. Nothing heavy, just some grapes. Morning to you all. Morning to you, Boga.
Good morning, Costa, and good morning to our many listeners, viewers in Liberia and the world at large. It's good to be here this morning.
Very good to be here, folks. We've got some very interesting things to talk about this morning. And you will enjoy the conversation this morning. I have the Propo Loan audit report. You remember some time ago, the government launched something called the Propo Loan, some $3 million. There were a lot of big deal about it. They call it a Small Business Propo Development Fund loan scheme.
Yeah.
I have the audit report covering the period January 1, 2019 to July 31, 2020.
And the audit report is right here, done by the GSC, right on my computer. You can see the Liberian seal. I also have the and by the way, a colleague in the media shared this with me yesterday. I didn't have it until yesterday. Thanks to him, I will not call his name. I also have here the $25 million loan. The $25 million mop-up audit report. You remember when the folks at Crow and the presidential investigation team did their investigation? Then the president sent the investigation report to the GSC and asked the GSC to conduct a full audit. I don't know whether I don't remember us ever discussing that audit report. I don't think I ever had it.
No.
We never had it, right, Bagay? We never discussed it.
No. We never discussed it.
Okay. So I've got the that audit report here. So today we will deal with one. I think we should deal with the Propo loan scheme audit first. And then tomorrow we will deal with the $25 million mop-up audit report. Now, that $25 million mop-up audit report, I just got it yesterday as well. Some patriot just emailed it to me. And he said, well, I'm sure you already have this. And I said, no. Interestingly, I don't already have it. I do not have it. He said, well, I thought you should have it. So that's why I'm sending it to you. So we have that as well. So we've got these two audit reports we're going to be discussing this morning. We will discuss one, which is the $3 million loan scheme. Again, is riddled with corruption. Yes, loan scheme riddled with corruption. And who was in charge? Wilson Tappet. Wilson Tappet, folks, at the Ministry of Finance, at the Ministry of Commerce, where he was.
Yeah, when he was there.
Yeah, working in concert with the people at the LBDI. So we've got that report here. We'll be discussing that now. So yesterday, the Gucci clown Pipipa mayor of Monrovia, Jefferson Koji. You know, the thing with Koji is this, folks. You have to understand, and it's just laughable and it's ridiculous. Koji tries to convince people. He had a press conference yesterday, by the way. By the way, he was supposed to be in America ever since. His name was on the list. The government was making a lot of big mouth that Koji was going to be part of the delegation to the U.S. But of course, Koji did not get the visa. And he thinks he's smart. You know, he thinks he's smart. So because he didn't get the visa, yesterday he said no one even invited him. He had a press conference yesterday.
Yeah.
In a press conference, he said, I'm a liar. He was never invited to the U.S. by anyone. He was never waiting for any letter of assurance from the mayor of Chicago, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, the first openly gay black woman or black person, for that matter, to become mayor, the 56th mayor of the city of Chicago. Now, so Koji, we can call him Koji, but it's actually Koji. So Jefferson Tamba Koji said that I'm a bloody liar, that he was never invited to the United States, that he was never coming to the United States. Yeah. You know, the reason Koji said that, black guy, is because it's clear now that he's not going to come to America. Because he knows he's not coming, so now he can call me a bloody liar, and he can say that he's not coming, or that he was never coming in the first place. It is because he's not getting the visa. I want to say something to you. Right now, as I speak to you, right now, as I speak to you, I'm going to show you something, folks. When Koji came to the States, the last time Koji was here, was a month or two after Congressman Chris Smith referred to Koji as a thug who runs a militia that rapes, tortures, maims, and even murders people. You remember that statement Congressman Chris Smith issued just about a week and a half before the December 30th protest that got moved to, for obvious reasons, that got moved to January 6th. Now, Jawazinta Makoji came to the United States trying to get a meeting with Congressman Chris Smith, thinking he could change the man's mind toward him. It's not the man's mind. The man was simply speaking based on facts. Koji was able to meet with influential Congresswoman Karen Bass. He managed to get a meeting with Karen Bass. And Karen Bass apparently hadn't found out that, didn't know that Koji is a thug. And that he's all these things Chris Smith had said about him. Karen Bass, by the way, now I believe she's a chair of the Democratic Black Caucus. Karen Bass. Very influential Congresswoman. When Koji was on his way out of the United States, people informed people working with Congressman Smith, informed Karen Bass that, hey, Koji is a terrible boy. Be careful how you interact with him. And so, and Karen Bass was very, very pissed that she actually granted a photo op with this boy. Or she granted a photo op to him, took pictures with her, posted the pictures. So Karen Bass felt used. I'm told she felt offended. Then I'm told ICE was contacted. This is the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. There's the Immigration Police. They call it ICE. Don't play with the boys. They come for you to your house. They put you in the plane. They can ship you off. Yeah, ICE. You don't want ICE to visit you, Bokai. RCE, ICE. Immigration and Customs Enforcement. I think that's what it stands for, ICE. So when Koji was on his way out, after Karen Bass had been told that Koji is a bad boy, he runs a militia, they pick up people, they torture people, they do all kinds of stuff. Guess what, Bokai?
Yeah.
At the airport, when Koji was departing the US, going back to Liberia, ICE pulled him aside. My man, they pulled the man aside for questioning. About him. Oh man, I'm telling you. They pulled him aside for questioning and they put something in the Department of Homeland Security about him. In the system, the database. Right now, Bagay, according to my DC sources, my Washington DC sources, I'm gonna read for you word for word, folks, what my source, my key source sent to me yesterday. I'm gonna read word for word. And he got questioned. This is about Koji. And he got questioned by ICE during departure. You hear that? He was questioned by ICE during his departure. That's the reason why he's considered a security risk. And the embassy needed assurances from the mayor's office for his visit. They are all visa restricted, meaning they will be subjected to extraordinary screening during visa applications and entry processes. They can only get visas. They cannot be given B1, B2 visas. Those are what you call visiting visas. They cannot be given B1, B2 visas. They can only get visas for official U.S., Liberia, or UN business. Hello? They can only get visas for official U.S./Liberia or UN business. When they get elevated to OFAC destination list, hello?
Yeah.
Let me read. When they get elevated to OFAC destination list, this is the Office of Foreign Assets Control. When they get designated, when they get elevated to OFAC destination list, which is coming very soon, then they will all be banned altogether. They will be banned. So the time is coming. So today they're going to try to make you feel like, oh, no, don't, that's not true. I didn't apply for a visa. Like Akara's Gray said he never even applied. And that if Akara's Gray said that the embassy is not even giving visas, visiting visas, which is a lie, because they're all getting denied. Now, they will be telling you that everything is great and they have no issues and everything is fine until, of course, when they can no longer lie to you. That I can say to you. So that's what Koji said yesterday, that he can come to, I mean, he did not apply, nobody invited him, and blah, 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 blah. That is his business. It is his business. Now, yesterday, folks, before we move on to other things here, I just want to get this out of the way. You see, in life, misunderstanding, sometimes even confusion, oftentimes which gives birth to confusion or disagreements, is an integral part of life, part of human interactions. As long as we're two separate human beings, there will always be incidents where we will disagree. We will fuss and we will fight. Even among people or between people who love each other so much, they will fuss and fight. It happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, Senator Abraham Darius Dillon and I had some disagreements. And those disagreements spilled over into the public domain, the public space. But they were nothing but disagreements. But many people, a great many of our people, were not very happy that our disagreements had spilled into the public domain, because they believe that Senator Dillon and I are so important in the grand scheme of things politically and in the society, and us having disagreements that spill over into the public domain creates a situation where people, our detractors, particularly the government people, would celebrate. It would make them happy. For example, I had the likes of a Carlos Gray in my inbox trying to instigate and, further trying to tell me all kinds of things about Dillon when that thing was going on, and they were all excited. So a lot of our people have been talking to me, a lot of our people. And then when you are a leader, of course, you come on a lot of pressure from your people. That they were not very happy about this. So yesterday, I decided to show magnanimity and to show grace. I took to Facebook and I published a statement, extending an olive branch to Dillon so that we move forward. and continue to be united. And that made so many people happy. So many people, many thousands of people. Dillon reciprocated in a similar vein. And so all around, it was a kumbaya moment yesterday. Everybody was happy. Well, except our detractors, but everybody was happy. So I just wanted to say that to those of you who are not on Facebook, but who listen to us via the internet and who watch the show via Facebook. So that's what happened yesterday. So we've moved past the little disagreement we had, and we're moving forward. Senator Darius Dillon and myself. On a very important note, yesterday, during a conversation with some members of the opposition community, like Liberians in general, period, they proposed that we take action on this thing with the pushing for war crimes, prosecution of war crimes in Liberia. Currently, the WIA government is under tremendous pressure from Washington, D.C. to make a pronouncement stating its commitment and promising its fullest cooperation with the international community in order to establish the War Crimes Code. Against that backdrop, a lot of Liberians are very concerned and they want something done on the home front. Yes, the Americans are doing something in DC. They're pressuring the government to make a pronouncement, to do X, Y, and Z. But we at home have to do something. We Liberians ourselves have to do something to show up, to increase, or to lend support to the ongoing efforts by the Americans to compel our government to take action. So that conversation we had that conversation yesterday between myself and a number of Liberians in a chat room. And so I said to them, I said, folks, if we want to do this, we should do it now because the Americans are currently putting this government under tremendous pressure. We want to coalesce our efforts with theirs. They're working on their front. We can work on our front. And I said to them, for my end, we can make a lot of noise about this, good noise. We can bring on real surviving victims of the war, and we can discuss, we can have them tell us, share with us their experience, the horrible experience, so that we can elevate or re-elevate or reawaken this debate for war crimes prosecution. And so, as our contribution, this is me in the chat room with tons of other Liberians. As our contribution, our men in the Costa Show, we will invite people. So yesterday I did a post on Facebook in which I stated how we're going to go about this, do a week-long series of interviews with surviving victims. I put out telephone numbers for my co-host, Boakai, Kamara, and Emmanuel Weah, who is my operations manager, for people to contact them, come in for an interview first with the team to get vetted, to just listen to them and see once their story checks out, then we schedule them to appear on the show. So yesterday, Emmanuel said that he got a call from one of the surviving victims, somebody that we happen to know, but I didn't know he had this harrowing experience during the war. He's going to come in today to meet with Boakai and Emmanuel at the office And then we're going to schedule him to appear next week on the show to share his story with us. So we want to re-elevate this thing, because in order for us to get justice, we got to keep talking about it and demanding it. And our American friends will be listening. So yesterday I sent a message to the folks working with our American friends here, Congressman Smith, a major champion for war crimes prosecution in Liberia for justice and closure. And I told them that this is what we will be doing from our end to help. I just wanted to put them on notice. So we will not call the names of the surviving victims until they appear. We will not be calling the names of the surviving victims of the war until they appear in studio. That is what we're going to be doing. So, Bwagai, have you received any calls yet from anyone?
No, not yet.
Okay, but Emmanuel Weah did receive a call yesterday. And he told me about it from a pastor, as a matter of fact, a pastor. He says he even bears horrible scars on his body, sustained, from the war. So he will come to meet with you guys in the studio, and we'll schedule him to appear next week. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna elevate that. Yes, we will hide their identity, but those of them who are comfortable with saying who they are, we will not have a problem having them disclose their identity to the public in order to protect them. But if they don't mind calling their names or exposing their identity, then of course we wouldn't mind. But strongly, we will caution them to not call their real names just to protect them. So we're going to do that, okay? That's what we're going to do. Now, having said that, I think it's hard time we move on to the issue of the Propo Loon audit report, right?
Yeah, let's just chip in on the issue about Prince Johnson staying on the war crime code on time. You know, since we this week it happened on a Friday, and we haven't been able to speak about that. I saw your post about how people.
Go on.
Yeah, people like former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, she also be looked at because she got highly involved in the war. So we shouldn't just be surrounding this war crime code about Prince Johnson and other people. So I just want us to just chip in a bit about the Prince Johnson issue, and he referring to Dillon, blah blah blah. A lot of things been happening over the weekend.
Well, I'll tell you this, Bogam. There's nothing really there to talk about. Prince Johnson hates the idea of the war crimes code. Anybody who talks about it pisses him off. When the code comes, it will also affect Ellen, not just Prince Johnson. It will affect everyone. I think the code will go for the people who committed a war. I mean, the war who committed war crimes. Not everybody who fought the war committed war crimes, Waka. You got to bear that in mind.
Okay.
War crimes are defined by international conventions. War crimes and crimes against humanity. So there are people who fought the war but did not commit war crimes, okay? Yeke Koluba wrote a letter to the speaker. He shared a letter in the COP chat room yesterday. In that letter, Yeke Koluba advances the cause of the establishment of the War Crimes Code. Yeke Koluba said he's very comfortable with the War Crimes Code if they bring it to the country. So, you know, there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who are supporting these efforts. Some of whom people might suspect might themselves be caught in the dragnet of the code were it to come, or but they're advocating for it, and it's admirable and commendable that Yeke Koluba would be calling for the establishment of the War Crimes Code. He's been very consistent about that. So right now, as I speak to you, is one of the things the delegation here, McGill and Twe, Eugene Nangbe finally got the visa after an intervention was made. He's going to be arriving in the States tomorrow. Lenny Eugene Nangbe finally got the visa. He will be arriving in the U.S. tomorrow. He leaves Liberia today. He will arrive tomorrow. He's one of the negotiators. So he's going to be arriving tomorrow. He finally got his visa. He was held up because he was placed in administrative processing, but a strategic intervention was made and he was granted the visa to come. So he's going to be joining McGill and Twe for their meetings here. And okay, so we're going to go to the audit report. So as I've said, let me provide those numbers. Bogai, you have those? Yeah, you have those numbers. So if you are a victim of the war, you have a real story to explain. And by victim, I mean you witnessed firsthand the murder or rape or torture of a loved one or a friend, and that makes you a victim. If you yourself came close to being killed or you were maimed in some shape or form, that would make you a victim. So please get in touch with us. Baga, let's give the phone numbers that they need to call to contact us. You will call Boakai or Emmanuel Weah. They will meet with you first. They will have a little meeting with you to basically listen to a synopsis of your story, or you share your story with them. And then they're going to consult with me. And once that story checks out, and then we're going to schedule you for an interview. So, Boagai, please call out the numbers for you and Emmanuel Weah, numbers that they will need to call. And we want to do this for a whole week, beginning next week. Bring you on the show, explain your story, and we want to get people talking again. Let's take those. Let's announce those numbers, Boagai.
Okay, so the numbers for Emmanuel Weah, you can reach in on 0776 577 611. That's Emmanuel Weah number. Once again, 0776 577 611. My own number is.
Let me post that number in PNA. Hold on. Emmanuel Weah is what?
0776
plus 231 776
577.
Yep.
611.
Okay, Boagai Kamara, yours is
0776.
I'm coming. Plus 231 776
54 91 22.
All right, folks. So these are the numbers for you to call and to get on the show. Oh, God, hold on. Okay, these are the numbers you will need to call if you wish to come in to share your account with us. To share your account with us. And then we will definitely bring you on the program once we believe your story checks out. That's what we're going to do, folks. Those are the numbers right there. For those of you who are listening, who are not watching, I'm going to call the numbers again. For Emmanuel Weah, and these numbers are on WhatsApp. So even if you're in America, if you're in Europe, wherever you are, we can bring you on. You don't have to be in Liberia. Mm-hmm. For Emmanuel Weah, his number is plus 231 776 577 611. That's Emmanuel Weah. for Boakai Kamara. His number is +231 776 54 9122. Those are their numbers. You can call those numbers and they will talk with you over the phone. You don't have to physically go into the office. If your story checks out, we will then schedule you for an appearance. Now, you can appear virtually. That's the beauty. You don't have to go into our studio.
Sure.
You can be in Japan, China, Russia, but you got to speak to our team first. Your story has to make sense first. Then we're going to bring you on. Now, don't contact me. Contact those numbers. I can't handle that. That's why I'm not giving my number. Contact my team. Speak with them. Preferably speak with them both together. Those numbers are on WhatsApp. You can do a WhatsApp three-way call. You can do a WhatsApp three-way call and they will schedule you. Or if you're in Liberia, you don't want to call WhatsApp, you don't have WhatsApp, you can call them regular call. And they will schedule you and they will let me know and you'll come on the program. We're going to do that. But let's go to the phone lines here. Let's go to the Propo audit report. Now, we all heard about the Propo loan scheme, right? Earlier when last year, sometime in 2019, they launched it. Wow. They launched the Propo loan scheme. It was in 2019. The government made a big deal of it. Very big deal. But the loan scheme has been marred or was marred by massive corruption. And I have the audit report here I'm going to read for you, done by the GSC. And very, very high default. Lots of people didn't pay the money back. Of course, you know why they didn't pay the money back. It is believed that many of these so-called borrowers, the people who received the loan, some of the loan money, that these people are all fake businesses that they created. Their own people. There was no due diligence conducted, and besides, they are the ones who did everything. So this is the audit report. Let's begin. Compliance audit report on the financing, disbursement of funds, and the administration of the Small Business Propo Development Loan Scheme for the period January 1, 2019 to July 31, 2020. Adverse conclusion. Based on the audit work performed, we found that because of the significance of the matter noted in the basis for the adverse conclusion paragraphs below, the Small Business Propo Development Fund Loan Scheme financial transactions and operations are not in compliance in all material respect with stated laws and regulations for the fiscal period January 1, 2019 to July 31, 2020. Basis for adverse conclusion. Basis for adverse conclusion. Payment amounting to $8,380.80, this is USD, was made from the Small Business Propo Development Fund Loan Scheme for the purpose of advertising the loan scheme without evidence of advertisement. The first money, apparently one of the first chopping they had, was to take out $8,380.80 supposedly for advertisement. So advertise the loan scheme. Poor guy, you don't need to advertise the loan scheme.
No.
After
After
that big ceremony was had, where the president wrote the thing, do you think they needed to do any advertisement? Clearly not. They did not need to do any advertisement.
There's no need. No need for that.
Well, the audit report says in its adverse conclusion that the amount of $8,380.80 was spent from the loan scheme fund for the purpose of advertising. When the auditors asked them, show us the evidence of the advertising. Show us who you paid to do the advertising. Which media institutions carried out the advertising. Show us the newspapers, the publications. Show us the jingles that were aired on local radio stations. They did not show anything. $8,380.80 gone. A second payment here. Payment amounting to $33,216 was made from the Small Business Pro-Poll Development Fund loan scheme for the purpose of training target beneficiaries without evidence of a valid contract. Again, they said they spent $33,216 United States dollars for the purpose of training the target beneficiaries, the people who were supposed to benefit from the loan. They said they wanted to train them first before they get in the loan. They want to train them. Again, the auditors asked them, show us the evidence that these people were trained. Show us the contract that you awarded to the people who supposedly provided training. They couldn't provide any shred of document or evidence to the effect that any training occurred. $33,216, Buckeye, gone. You add that to the previous $8,380.80 supposedly spent on advertising. That's what 33,000 plus 8,000. That's what Buckeye. That's about 41,000 plus. They ate it.
Wow.
41,000 gone. Now let's read further. The loans were dispersed to beneficiaries in 4 counties of the 15 counties. In 4 counties, that's where they give the loan. With 75.6% of the loan portfolio disbursement concentrated in Montserrat County. They gave 75.6% of the loan to people in Montserrat County, according to them. 10 of the 16 beneficiary businesses, constituting 62.5%, did not pay their loan installments when due. As such, most of the loan accounts were in default. So, Buakai, out of the 16 businesses that benefited, 10 of them, which constitute 62.5%, were not paying the loan. After they took the loan, they were not paying the loan back. Let's read further. 9 beneficiaries of the loan scheme received a total of $216,785 without submitting all necessary documents to LBDI as required by the MOU. Now, listen to this, okay? LBDI is the bank that holds the loan money.
Yeah.
They simply are the custodian of the funds, of the money. The Ministry of Commerce is the one that approves the loan and then instructs LBDI to disperse funds. LBDI only holds the money. LBDI only holds the money. Now, but there were requirements that were agreed upon that Braga would have to submit X, Y, and Z documents before Braga can be qualified or approved for any of the loan money. But according to the audit report, 9 beneficiaries of the loan scheme received a total of $216,785 without submitting all the necessary documents that were required by the memorandum of understanding. So, Braga, imagine this. You say, we want to see Braga's business registration documents. We want to see Braga's, what do you call it? The tax clearance that Braga has been paying his taxes. He's tax compliant. We want to see Braga, we want to see a number of important documents, right? Before Braga can be approved.
Yeah.
But then after agreeing upon those things, the same government went ahead and ignored those requirements. and yet they were giving loans to people. So a total of $216,785 was given to people who did not provide the necessary documents. Okay, that's almost $250,000. Okay, given to 9 individuals or 9 businesses that did not provide the basic, necessary, required documents that they were supposed to provide. Parker, what do you think happened there? Parker is supposed to provide certain basic documents, business registration, tax clearance. He didn't provide it, yet you approved Parker for $50,000. What do you think happened, Parker?
Fair play.
Perhaps Parker is not even a damn businessman.
Absolutely. That was a fair play.
Perhaps Parker is just somebody who is being used to collect the money.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that, Parker? $216,000 paid out to 9 business people or purported businesses without providing basic required documents? That's what the boys did. Let me read further. The memorandum of understanding entered into between the government of Liberia and the Liberian Bank for Development and Investment was not attested to by the Minister of Justice, although the document made provision for the minister's signature. Now, Boakai, whenever the government of Liberia signs such major documents or agreements, for that document to be really legitimate and legally binding, the Minister of Justice has to sign, has to attest to that agreement. The audit report here says that they did not go to Musa Dean for a signature. Even though Musa Dean was supposed to sign or attest, there was a space provided for his signature on the agreement, but he didn't get to sign. Of course, they didn't want Musa Dean signing, so he didn't sign. Now, let's go further into the document. So, of course, the objective of this audit was to evaluate the financing, the disbursement of funds, and the administration of the loan scheme in compliance with relevant laws, regulations, policies, and procedures in administering the scheme. That was the essence. Now, the observation of the auditors, let me tell you. The president of Liberia on December 19, 2018 launched a $3 million pro-poor loan scheme aimed at empowering struggling Liberian businesses per the Executive Mansion's website to overcome their long-time spectators' role in the Liberian economy. Remember, Parker, that's when he said, or it was just, well, it was one of the times he said Liberians will not be what? Spectators
in our economy.
Thank you. That's when the son of my swine said that. And then took our money and put it there so they can steal it. Now let me read further. Furthermore, counts 1 and 2 of the MOU signed between the government of Liberia and LBDI require that the parties, GOL and LBDI, shall in principle work in collaboration to address some of the many challenges of and access to finance faced by small, medium enterprises, SMEs, microfinance institutions, MFIs, and village savings and loan associations, VSLAs, and the Liberian Business Association, LIBA, in Liberia, with the view to create jobs and wealth for Liberians involved, and by so doing, accelerate the participation of Liberian-owned businesses in the economy of Liberia. Number 2, that the parties shall establish a small business pro-poor development fund at the LBDR to facilitate access to finance, a major challenge faced by SMEs, MFIs, and VSLAs in Liberia. And count 3 of the MOU signed between the government of Liberia and the LBDR requires that the government of Liberia shall place with the LBDI an initial amount of $3 million to be deposited in the SBPDF, this is a loan scheme thing, for lending to Liberian businesses selected by LBDI based on its risks and other constraints. It was observed during the conduct of the audit that in October 2019, the government of Liberia and LBDI signed a memorandum of understanding in which the government agreed to make available to LBDI the amount of $3 million for lending to SMEs, MFRs, VSLAs, and LIBA. It was further observed that only $1 million was deposited into the loan scheme bank account during the period under audit. So even though the government promised $3 million, but they actually only did provide $1 million. And the $1 million, what did they do? They chop it.
What is banana?
The balance $2 million. They already chopped the $1 million themselves. Now, let's read further. So now we're going to go to the names of some of the people that got the loans, the businesses, or purported businesses that got the loans. This Sanama Swan sedition here is annoying me. I'm just going to block him. Yeah, you go. 1, 2, 3, my friend. You're about to go. Yes. Yeah. You are blocked. Officially blocked. You're gone. We're talking about an audit report done by the government. How your people stole the money, and then you we are stupid fool. You're talking nonsense. You didn't read a report or that your pa wrote a report. Now, let's go here to the list of businesses that received the money. Observation. Count 1 of the MOU. Okay, we already dealt with that. It was observed. Listen. It was observed that as of July 31, 2020, $533,317 of the $1 million deposited into the loan bank account, the loan scheme bank account, was disbursed to recipients, a total number of 16 businesses in 4 counties. What did they do? Put 500 of the $1 million they put in the account. $533,317 of the $1 million government provided was given to 16 businesses in 4 counties. Let's go to the 16 businesses. All of them are listed here. You know any of the businesses? Answer present. Number 1, beneficiary number 1, Trust Savings Credit Union, Nimba County, $50,000. USD. All these amounts are quoted in United States dollars. Number 2, Women Empowerment for Self-Employment, Monserrate County, $50,000.
What? Let me just ask you: are there any contact numbers there attached?
No contact numbers. Number 3, James Transport, Monserrate County, $16,785. Number 4,
James Transport.
Universal Empowerment Mission, Monserrate County, $20,000 United States dollars. Number 5, In God We Trust Club, Multi-Purpose Credit Union, Monserrate County, $50,000. Number 6, Fidelity Micro Loan LLC, Monserrate County, $50,000. Number 7, Foundation for Women, Monserrate County, $50,000. Number 8, Nopulos Business Center, Monserrate County, $10,000.
Yeah, but Costa, I don't know why they are not specific. They just say Monserrate. What part of Monserrate? They should have letting us know so we can do our background investigation.
All right, but let me call a list, then you can go ahead and do your background investigation. Number 9, Francis T.J. Pharmacy, Bone County, $30,000. Number 10, New Word Finance, Monserrate County, $50,000. Number 11, SB Woodwork Shop, Monserrate County, $26,532. Number 12, Joseph D. Solo Agricultural Farm, Grand Juda County, $50,000. Number 13, CEE Breeze, Sea Breeze Enterprise, Maserati County, $15,000. Number 14, James Blamo Business Center, Maserati County, $5,000. Number 15, AYS African Fashion, Maserati County, $40,000. Number 16, the final one, Cam Fashion, CAM, Cam Fashion, Maserati County, $20,000. 16 beneficiaries of a total of $533,317 disbursed from the initial $1 million that were deposited. Of course, of the $3 million that was supposed to be provided, only $1 million was provided by the government. There you go, folks. 16 businesses or purported businesses received a total of $533,317. And the amounts range from $50,000 to $5,000. That's the range, $50,000 to $5,000. Okay, let's go to the phone lines and let's take some calls. According to them, over 75% of these businesses are not paying the loan back. Hello? Over 75% of these businesses are not compliant. They're not paying the money back. Let's take some calls then. Eduardo tells me he just got a call from a Liberian living in South Korea. He wants to appear. He said he appeared before the TRC. That's very good. And he has absolutely no problem with disclosing his identity. He said Prince Johnson cut off one of his ears. Oh my God. He said Prince Johnson cut off one of his ears and he is still experiencing hearing difficulties to date. He has been scheduled to appear on the show on Tuesday, the 25th of May, 2021 at 8 a.m. His name is Jeremiah Wamplu. Prince Johnson cut off one of his ears during the war, and he is still experiencing hearing difficulties, and he will appear in video, in camera. We will see him. You will see him. He will appear here via video. We'll send him the link, and he will appear. One of his ears, according to him, was cut off by Prince Johnson. We know Prince Johnson likes to cut people's ears off, or used to like to do that. We all know what he did to former President Samuel K. Doe. And this gentleman, whose name is Jeremiah Wamplu, he said he's got absolutely no problem with us disclosing his identity. He currently lives in South Korea, and he will be appearing on the Costa Show on Tuesday, the 25th of May, 2021 at 8 a.m. Prince Johnson cut off one of his ears, and he's still
Prince Johnson specializes in cutting ear.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Now, folks, I have some hotline numbers here that I will provide to you, that you can provide tips to U.S. Congress people. I have the numbers here, this is very important. I just received these numbers. You can call from anywhere in the world. If you're in the U.S., I will give you the number you can call. If you're outside of the U.S., I will give you the number you can call. I just received from folks working in Senator Chris Smith's office. They are listening. Let me give you these numbers. If you're ready for these numbers, I'm going to give them to you. If you've got any evidence of any corruption, you got evidence of any sinister transaction or dealing that this government is doing, you can call these numbers. They are not my numbers. These numbers will pass you directly to the folks there who work for Congressman Chris Smith and his colleagues. I just received these hotline numbers. If you're ready for the numbers, let me know. I will read out these numbers now. The number for people inside of the U.S. is 1-866-299-6039. I'm going to repeat that. If you are in the United States and you've got a tip, you want to provide this tip to Congressman Chris Smith and his colleagues, this is the number to call. 1-866. Now, don't call them and waste their time if you don't have any serious information. I know how you Liberians can be. They don't want you to waste their time if you don't have any serious information. They provided me these numbers to provide to the public so that you can call and provide tips on things that are happening, that things you know of, something tangible, something substantive. The number for people living in the United States, 1-866-299-6039. The number for people outside of the United States, you want to call and provide information to the folks in the United States Congress on Liberia, specifically these hotline numbers. The number for people living outside the U.S. If you're living outside, you're living in Liberia, you're living in other parts of the world, you are a Liberian, or you have got information about corruption in the government, this is the number for you to call. 202. Of course, you got to put the +1. 202-765-3224. I'm going to repeat that number. 202-765-3224. I will post these numbers as well. I just received them. And so these are the hotline numbers that you can call and you can provide tips. According to the information I just received, they've already been receiving some tips and from some people and from witnesses as well. So call these numbers and you can provide tips. Let me repeat them. For those of you living outside of the United States, these are the numbers to call, or this is the number to call and provide tips to Congressman Chris Smith and his colleagues. 202-765-3224. For those of you living outside the U.S., of course, you got to put +1. If you live in the U.S., the number to call is 1-866-299-6039. Those are the numbers to call and provide tips, substantive tips, not just, oh, I hear they say they may stole money from somewhere. That's not what they want. They want people who are actually witnessing, experiencing corruption happening or something very bad. Call these numbers and provide the information. Baka, let's go to the phone lines and let's take some calls. I'm going to pin these numbers. I'm going to pin these numbers right now so that you all can have them. Let me pin the numbers here. Baka, let's go to the phone lines and take some calls.
077 0102 102 0886 010383 0555 102 102. The WhatsApp number is +231 888 624171. That's +231 888 624171. That's the WhatsApp number. You can call now and you will be live on the show this morning. So you listen to the report read by Costa. Probably you have an idea on any of the businesses that were shortlisted right now by Costa, so you can, form part of the discussion. Probably okay. You are one of the CEO.
So I just pinned these numbers. There you go. Mm-hmm. Those are the numbers right there. Those are the numbers you can call and provide information to the United States Congress people. Their people are working there. Don't call them at this hour. Of course, you're not going to get them. They're not in office just yet. Save those numbers. Wherever you are in Liberia, outside, in the U.S. and outside the U.S., those are the numbers for you to call and provide tips. They want real tips. Don't call around and call and fool around. Real tips. And I just received them. Let's take some calls there.
Yep, there's no call yet. We still anticipate your calls.
Don't worry. The calls will soon come, my brother. You know they were just waiting.
886-010-383 555 102 102 0770.
Right. Listen, I'm going to do something. Hold on. I'm going to call one for the U.S. Hold on. I'm calling the one for the U.S. and I'm going to play what it says. Jay, my man, is scaring you. It has a playback message. It has a message when you call. You want me? You want yeah?
Yeah, one yeah.
Let me call it and play it so you can hear it for yourself. Kolo.
Welcome to the reporting hotline of the U.S. Liberia Support Group Incorporated, a Washington, D.C. based entity aimed at strengthening democracy in Liberia, empowering the rule of law, fighting corruption, injustices, and advocating for the establishment for war and economic crimes court in Liberia. If you witnessed the murder of Linda Jury, an American missionary allegedly murdered by then INPFL leader General Prince Johnson, and want to provide information that will lead to the arrest and prosecution of now Senator Prince Y. Johnson under the United States jurisdiction, press 1. To report public corruption, rapes, suspicious murders, and other gross human rights violations under the current government of Liberia led by President George Weah, please press 2. Remember that your protection and safety are very paramount to us, and all information you provide will be kept under strict confidentiality rules. Thank you and for your help.
Why?
Yeah.
Did you hear Latin?
Nah,
Wait. You not hear good? Let me play it back.
I hear you.
Hey, listen, my people, yeah, why I just play? If you get information on how prognosticated person, press 1. If you get information on how we are stealing money and killing people, press 2. For democracy and transparency in Liberia, press 3. Hey, listen to the thing. You call a number. Hold on.
Welcome to the reporting hotline of the U.S. Liberia Support Group Incorporated, a Washington, D.C. based entity aimed at strengthening democracy in Liberia, empowering the rule of law, fighting corruption, injustices, and advocating for the establishment for war and economic crimes court in Liberia. If you witnessed the murder of Linda Jury, an American missionary allegedly murdered by then INPFL leader General Prince Johnson, and want to provide information that will lead to the arrest and prosecution of now Senator Prince Y. Johnson under the United States jurisdiction, press 1. To report public corruption, rapes, suspicious murders, and other gross human rights violations under the current government of Liberia led by President George Weah, please press 2. Remember that your protection and safety are very paramount to us, and all information you provide will be kept under strict confidentiality rules. Thank you and for your help.
Why?
Eh?
You yeah. I said they just send me the number. They say put a number out there. There's a whole organization established in Washington, D.C., working with the Congress to bring war, economic crimes court, and to prosecute the people in Liberia for corruption. Yeah. Let me play the thing one more. You call a number, this is what you will hear. You call it from Liberia, you will hear the same message. You call it from America, this is what you will hear. We'll play it one more time, and then we'll go to the phone lines. Cow Tete.
We are counting for you.
Welcome to the reporting hotline of the U.S. Liberia Support Group Incorporated, a Washington, D.C. based entity aimed at strengthening democracy in Liberia, empowering the rule of law, fighting corruption, injustices, and advocating for the establishment for war and economic crimes court in Liberia. If you witnessed the murder of Linda Jury, an American missionary allegedly murdered by then INPFL leader General Prince Johnson, and want to provide information that will lead to the arrest and prosecution of now Senator Prince Y. Johnson under the United States jurisdiction, press 1. To report public corruption, rapes, suspicious murders, and other gross human rights violations under the current government of Liberia led by President George Weah, please press 2. Remember that your protection and safety are very paramount to us, and all information you provide will be kept under strict confidentiality rules. Thank you and for your help.
So, for example, if I got a report on Prince Johnson and how he killed that American missionary, I just press 1. If I got information on how George Weah is murdering people, secret murders and suspicious murders and all kinds of things, press 2. Folks, there you have the numbers. I just put the numbers there. Copy them. Share them. There you have it. Let's go to the phone lines and take some calls. And press 1.
Somebody may give you laugh. Somebody may give you laugh on a live feed. The person saying that. The person said, Sidisha will say that Costa girlfriend talking, so they will not believe it.
Yeah, that my girlfriend talking. That my girlfriend got an organization in Washington, D.C. My man, right there. That is right. That's so.
Let's take some call. Keep your calls coming in this morning. The calls are coming in, but we're playing our voice, so that's it. I just know where my papa Prince Johnson and
That Prince Johnson business.
Okay, so let's take our first caller here this morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello, Georgie.
Yeah, madam. Lower the receiver.
Yeah, okay. The calls are coming.
DJ Lomé, you know how to do the thing. You call, listen to me through the phone. 0770-102-102-886, 010383. Now take another person here. Good morning.
What up?
Yeah.
Good morning, brother.
Good morning. Your name, where you calling from? Good morning.
Yeah, brother, you hear me?
Yeah, your name, where you calling from?
This is morning, brother. Good morning.
Good morning, you are live.
Make your plan go. Yeah.
Brother, good morning. We are fire. Thank you,
Okay, thank you so much. We take
Those
more
are
calls.
hotline numbers. So if you want to call, you have information on suspicious murders and corruption in the government, real evidence. Call and provide them to the Americans. They are here to what are they called again? The Liberian American Support Group Incorporated.
Good morning.
Good morning, Bakai.
Yeah, welcome.
But I want you to call the one for Liberia. Call the 202 number.
Thank you very much for those recording that play and those numbers. He left with them when he said that Costa girlfriend had a business. But we know that the people, President Weah, and the president from Nima County, Prince Johnson, will go to that war economic crime code. Wheresoever they are sold from like blood, they will replace it and they will give it back. It's a call for them to go to jail for less than some of them will go. Look at the audit report from $3 million. And Costa, don't you know that the people now only give the $3 million to the bank? They only gave $1 million up for the $2 million that the international community gave. And President we have said, we're going to add $1 million that will make it $3 million. So they put $2 million again. He took $1 million from there and sent it to the bank. And the days inside it, they got it one. That one that he sent to the bank there, that waiting tap and the other people, he took the $1 million and kept it in your cover and using it. Look, this thing here, Costa, is bad. It is bad. When this thing was come to an end, they call autocracy or whatsoever government that got here, they will go. They should go. This is the time for them to leave. And Costa, let me tell you something quickly. You know that yesterday instead of and the information minister coming out to announce that president, we are not going to go back. That Jabati Kochi, the new information minister now.
Yeah.
He said no money they go back. So the money that was left there doing anytime at the same order to say local rule, and you see how they bought is travel listed. He took our money, he gave it to grandchildren and other places and build proper houses, facing the road and forget about local country. He took our money and gave it. That guy is travel listed, Costa. This man must go. 2023 are facing the opposition. Let's all together. Let's forget about what kind of coming. Let's choose one person to get the man over our back because the guy is wrecking our country and killing our people. Thank you this morning, Costa. And remember my text message I sent you, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in this morning. Let's take Thomas Asumana. Mr. Thomas, welcome.
Good morning, Bakai. Good morning, Pedro.
Yeah.
Good morning.
We have been to New York. We have been to DC advocating World Camp Code. We went to Nassau Police Office and petition her to establish World Camp Code. And those of us who were there, Michael Gilman came out and solicited names for us to be sanctioned, us Liberians, to be sanctioned for going to Liberia. They went to DC too to march for that. We are not sitting down here sleeping. We're working. We will make sure World Camp Code come to Liberia. Let our Carlos Gray come again and say, Chris Steph is an ordinary American. Let Prince Johnson come and threaten Christmas again. We are working. We're not sitting down here for nothing.
Thank you for
bringing me up.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr.
I want you to dial in one from Liberia. Dial the other number from the one for Liberia. The plus, put a +1 202. Dial that one. Use another phone and dial it and let them hear the playback. I mean, let them hear the voice prompt, the voice message.
+1 2. Hey man, people calling me. I'm trying to dial quickly.
Another phone, man. All the other people got phone in the office there. Use another phone. Yeah, let them hear it, folks.
Just keep your calls coming in while I'm trying to do that. Is 5 3 2 2 4. Okay, I'm trying to get it now.
You trying to get what, boy, guy? The number is right there.
Welcome to the reporting hotline of the U.S. Liberia Support Group Incorporated, a Washington, D.C. based entity aimed at strengthening democracy in Liberia, empowering the rule of law, fighting corruption, injustices, and advocating for the establishment for war and economic crimes court in Liberia. If you witnessed the murder of Linda Jury, an American missionary allegedly murdered by then INPFL leader General Prince Johnson, and want to provide information that will lead to the arrest and prosecution of now Senator Prince Y. Johnson under the United States jurisdiction, press 1. To report public corruption, rape, suspicious murders, and other gross human rights violations under the current government of Liberia led by President George Weah, please press 2. Remember that your protection and safety are very paramount to us, and all information you provide will be kept under strict. Please enter the first few letters of the person's name.
Okay.
Please enter the first few letters of the person's name.
All right, but I got hang up. So, folks, those are the numbers. When the office when the office is open, you may call and provide your information. Follow the voice prompt, and there you have it. That's the number for Liberia and the number for the US. Those two numbers. Call based on where you are. Let's go to the phone lines and take some more calls there. So they have a support group, the US Liberian Support Group for Democracy in Liberia. Is an organization based in Washington, D.C., and they're working in concert with powerful congressmen and women to try to bring justice to for the Liberian people. Let's take some more calls there, Boga. We've got how many more minutes to go? We've got 15 more minutes to go. Let's take some more calls. Go back to the phone lines.
Good morning.
Good morning, Pedro, and good morning to Boakai. The problem here is that I actually...
Although we know who you are, but tell us the name.
Yeah, just call your name. Call your name, my man.
And I also want to say, thank you to everyone who actually making effort for this economic war crimes court to be established in Liberia. You see what has happened? I don't think Prince Y. Johnson will sit again and bomb anyone in Liberia, because if you listen to the background voice from the number, they say if you got information about the former American missionary that was allegedly murdered by Yerube, give the information, you will be prosecuted under the U.S. jurisdiction. Whether the work could come in like or not, will be prosecuted under U.S. jurisdiction. So it is easy. Now, Pedro Costa has brought the issue to your doorsteps. All of you people can get these numbers and contact the people directly, not for formality, not to ask them for anything or any begging. Give them the actual information.
All right.
Record it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pedro.
Thank you. And this is not just limited to Prince Johnson. They're saying that if you have information about corruption in Liberia, the President Weah administration, if you know anything about the mysterious, the mysterious killing and whatsoever, rape and every other thing that is happening under this administration,
you must report it. So there are two options. Option one is Prince Johnson. Any information about how he killed that missionary, the American missionary, they want you to report it so they can grab him and prosecute him on a U.S. jurisdiction. They're not talking about carrying Prince Johnson to the Hague. They want to prosecute Prince Johnson under American legal jurisdiction. Then they say if you got information on option 2, information on corruption, suspicious murders under the George Weah government, they want you to report that as well. So those numbers, when day breaks, you can call those numbers and you will be able to, when their office hours, when they are open for business, call them maybe 9 p.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Eastern time. So Prince Johnson got on option 1. Then John Weah got on option 2. Actual human beings will be there to take the calls. They're not a machine you will speak to. Actual people will take the calls.
Let's take this person here on the line. Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning. Your name, where you calling from?
Good morning, Mr. Kamal, and good morning to my father and leader, Henry Pedro Costa. This is Momo Critical Judge in the Air Court of the Council of Petra. No, let me say this. I'm very much excited this morning. You know, they will have a lot of things to say. There are a lot of detractors. But let me say this. The Americans should brace up themselves. They will get a lot of calls to receive from Liberians in Liberia around the world. Trust me. They will receive a lot of calls. And I just fiasco call. There will be calls that will get instances, will get it, they will get it time, and will get need so that they can go and check. So they should brace themselves. We'll get a lot of calls. The calls are coming. Thank you, little long live, Baba.
Thank you so much. Let's take our mommy here, Evangeline. Good morning, mommy.
Good morning, Baka, and good morning, Henry.
Welcome.
You see, there's a guy on there on the post. The video he's saying it's a computer-generated voicemail. Okay, this has been why are you guys so against war crime code unless you yourself is a warlord? Second, we have it's not only him that committed that was involved in the war, Mr. Prince Johnson. So why is he so angry with a video passing around on Facebook, beating on a great day Addison wife, and he ended up taking her to Carwell to kill her. You were not only killing people, but you were beating with too. Not only cutting up people here, not you were eating people too. So, why people? Why is he so angry? If you haven't done nothing wrong, you should wait till they bring the war crime code. Why you see this thing was so against the war crime code? Why? Because Prince Johnson on your side and Ellen on your side. Is that why? Thank you.
Thank you, mommy, for calling in.
The number that you all can call and provide your information. I didn't make it up. They just give it to me. Let's take some more calls, okay? We have 10 more minutes to go.
All right, 0770-102-103-86-010-355-102-102. If you're out of Liberia, you can call us on WhatsApp, +231-888-624171. So we stay waiting your calls. So you listen to Costa, the numbers are out there. Don't call to tell people, get people information that you don't know anything about. Be specific, go to the point, something that you have ideas on. Yeah, call and then talk to the people. So don't let take the number and just because you want to be listening to that voice, you just be playing it on the 4/7. Yeah. So the phone lines are open. We're still waiting your calls. Keep them coming in this morning, and you will be live with us. Jago. So, of course, there's no call yet. Okay, somebody yet. Let's take this person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Baka Kama, and good morning to my hero leader, His Excellency Dr. CRC President Henry Pedro Costa, and the peace-loving people of Liberia.
Welcome.
Let me firstly say thanks to my hero and leader for his bold stance yesterday for reconciling with Senator Dillon. You see, one of the reasons that our cause Liberia keep perishing is because our leaders are failed to reconcile the nation. A good leader always reconcile and unify with his people. So let me say thank you for that. Leader, the American people will receive call until they get tired. As we speak, now as soon as you mention the name Prince Johnson, people get so annoyed, people get bitter. The same way is afraid of hearing Uncle, that's how people are afraid of hearing his name. In fact, no living creature right now, on earth, that don't really want to hear himself more than Prince Johnson. Seriously speaking. So, when it comes to we all killed
okay.
In fact, the American government can only to have this guy leave the country before they end, it would be good.
Okay.
At that time, we'll be able to buy the schools, whatever I say.
Thank you so much, Marco. Let's take Chairman Momo, that's Chairman Mohammed. Good morning.
Good morning, Boakai, and good morning to Leader Aaron Pedro Costa. My name is Mohammed S. Kone, and I come from Johnsonville. Une is seeing a consecrated Nikompu will go against Walker Court. We fought 14 years senseless war. Liberian people got killed. Over 250,000 Liberian people got killed. And we see those that perpetrated all these mayhems against Liberian people holding recruitable position in the Liberian government. It is time for us to get rid of Prince Johnson, Manateri, all of all, Alaji Komaj, Bole. The work out of faith is done already ourselves. The matter is you can't kill people. They are set up for us to save some money. They don't want to take action. You don't do it wrong. You want life matter. You can't try to destroy the entire nation because of power. Look at Joe. How Joe was killed by Prince Johnson. How video. They made them for mercy. Heartlessly, Prince Johnson didn't listen. Prince Johnson has Joe killed. He have all the great Allison was killed. So Prince Johnson must share the full weight of the law. In like I said, he go to Puto, we'll go for him and we'll prosecute him. Okay. Then we have to set precedent. The president gets up parada. If you not set precedent, they go to not move forward. The next generation might likely wake up tomorrow and say they bring you war. Because what did we do to prevent further occurrence? We didn't do anything about it.
Okay. Thank you.
People brought war. We awarded opposition. The next generation can do similar things.
All right.
We have to follow our real model. So bring justice. So get rid of all these criminals. So
all right. Thank you so much, Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let me hold you there and take another person. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bakai, and good morning, Pedro. This is Kaba Morba.
Welcome.
Thank you this morning. I want to tell Pedro, thank you for the show. Bringing issue on the very audit report, the loan scheme audit report, and when it comes to the issue that have to do with the reconciliation between him, our senators, and the Abraham Dawar leader, I want to tell him thank you. How two leaders should behave and not to be making confusion in the public. And the issue that have to do with Senator Johnson, in president of the U.S. government, want to prosecute him under the U.S. jurisdictions. I believe that not only Senator Johnson should be prosecuted, other people who took part in the war saying this government want to bring war crime code in our country. I believe other people who took part in the war in Liberia, the U.S. government should ask for them to turn it over the same way they did the former President Taylor, that if the government cannot turn people over to the U.S. government that took part in the civil war in this country, the U.S. government should bring sanction on this real administration, because this is the government that advocated for war crime code in our country. Okay, and today now they are dragging their feet to implement the issue of how to do a war crime code.
Thank you.
So
thank you so much, Kaba Moba, for calling in. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning.
Morning, Baba. How you doing?
I'm okay. Your name, where you calling from?
This is Gary. I'm calling from 57. Now regular caller, but regular caller of the Costa Show.
Welcome.
Let me commend you this morning for the talking point this morning. I mean, when I sat down, I was at this country that I think just instead of voicing our political landscape. I mean, it's going to be so far to me. This is the man, when I even say to be near, no activity in this country. Can you imagine this is the man who stays taking president in this country? Taking president. And when you lie, he says do not do anything. and to cancel Rawo. All those records are behind him. And those people continue sharing him. Can you imagine when the election time reached the state enough for they came Nigeria to go bring big money in? They don't know right to say anything you feel the same. But light and darkness can work together. The light are enter in the house. He is disturbing the darkness. The light are refreshed on Prince Johnson. So that's why you say you will send the people senator table down. But if you take for that senator, you will feel the full weight of the people. Let me give you the honey at the midterm. That senator for us, we don't want to put him there. If that he Prince Johnson put him there. That 9 years the senator will continue to be fucking for us. That is the reason we put him there for. So he Prince Johnson, we did not say for that all loose slow. And he said what he did, he said that he be asking for forgiveness with saying he doesn't want to do that. He wants to be going for the Boston and posting what he did. He was killing the environment. That's why he is. Can you imagine that?
Okay.
What?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the courage.
Thank you. Of course, the phone lines are open. We still anticipate your calls. Let's see if we can talk. Okay. The person on WhatsApp just left. 0770-102-102-86 0103-8355. There's none yet.
So we already have two surviving victims. One of whom is called Jeremiah Wamplu. He's a Liberian whose ear, according to him, was cut off by Prince Johnson during the war. He lives in South Korea. He will be appearing on the show on Tuesday, the 25th of May at 8 a.m. Liberian time. He will provide his horrible account. And folks, for you who want to call after 9 a.m. Call by 9:30 or 10 a.m. The hotline numbers for the War and Economic Crimes Court, for the Liberian U.S. Support Group for Democracy in Liberia. Those hotline numbers, you can call them after 9 a.m. Preferably call at 10 a.m. and people will be there to take your calls. I just posted the numbers as well. Hotline numbers for tips on Prince Wyatt Johnson's killing of an American missionary, other war and economic crimes, and prevailing corruption and suspicious murders in Liberia today under George Weah. Those numbers are, if you're outside of the U.S. and you like to call at 9 or 10 a.m. Eastern time, I'm talking about Washington, D.C. time. Eastern time is +1 202 765 3224. That's for people outside of the U.S. For people inside of the U.S., you can call 1-866-299-6039. That's for people inside the U.S. Let's take some more calls there, Boaga, if you've got them. So the Americans are not playing fun. George Weah is in trouble. Prince Johnson is in trouble. Ellen Johnson said even all of them, they will pay for their actions. They will pay. We've got 1 more minute to go. We'll probably take one more call and we'll call it a day.
You could be that last.
Those hotline numbers, call those hotline numbers after
10 a.m.
By 10
Yeah,
a.m.
Let's take our last caller here this morning. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Broker, and good morning to my leader, Helen Pedro Costa. My name remains Amra Mohammed Kamara. I joined this morning from Solomon Telecom.
Welcome.
You know, Pedro, it is an idiot that will worry about war and economic crime code. If you think you did not commit any crime against humanity, just go and sit down free. The TRG report is very clear.
Oh, sorry, we missed your call there. We just left the line. So, Cost, that's it.
Well, folks, there you have it. Justice is coming. The Americans are serious. This group is not run by Liberians. It's run by Americans in Washington, D.C., supported by powerful congressmen and women who want justice in Liberia, who want to advance democracy in Liberia, accountability in Liberia. And they are based in Washington, D.C. So at 10 o'clock, beginning 10 o'clock a.m. during working days, you can call those numbers and you can provide substantial tips to those people. Thank you so much. God bless you all. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. So this is an effort by the Americans. No Liberian should take credit for this. This is entirely an effort by the Americans. This is not any Liberian government official. I didn't know anything about this until some time ago. They sent me these numbers, but I forgot to publish them. And I just received the numbers this morning again. So I didn't even know they had a whole group set up, receiving calls and taking tips for war and economic crimes committed during the war and for corruption and suspicious murders occurring today on George Weah. I did not know there was a whole group set up to do that. I did not know. So I just want to tell you, before I can tell you, say, oh, I already knew these things. What I knew was there were efforts to pressure the government into setting up the War Crimes Code or cooperating for the establishment of the War Crimes Code. But I did not know that there was a whole organization set up, supported financially and backed by powerful people in Congress to do this. I did not know that. Now, Franklin Wise, former chair of CO, the Center for the Exchange of Intellectual Opinions. Today is your birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you. Chairman Emeritus Franklin K. Wise. You celebrate your birthday today. Brother Ria Itus, today is your birthday. I want to say happy birthday to you. So this is all by the Americans. Don't let anybody tell you say they're the one in Liberia doing it. It's not any one of us. The Americans are the ones doing this. So by 10 a.m. Eastern time, you can call those numbers. If you're in Liberia, you know the one to call is the one that begins with 202. If you're in the U.S., it's the one that begins with 1866. Thank you so much. God bless you. And we'll be back here tomorrow. We already have two people appearing. One pastor, he will appear on Monday, the 24th of May. And the other gentleman is Jeremiah Wamplu. He has a scar, and both of them have scars to show. You've got the other man with a scar to show. His ear was chopped off, and he will be appearing also on the 25th of May. And he said, Prince Johnson chopped off his ear. And there's something you heard in that thing. The Americans are saying that they will be calling, they intend to prosecute Prince Johnson under American jurisdiction. They're not talking about because he killed an American citizen. His name is in our audio. When you play, you will hear the audio. So they intend to prosecute Prince Johnson, arrest and prosecute Prince Johnson under American jurisdiction. We will listen to that thing good and get the name of the guy. I think his name is Jerry something. But what's the name of that guy? The American citizen, the American missionary. They say Prince Johnson murdered.
I don't really know his name.
Wait. Let me try to listen to it. Let me play one more time. Listen to it and see and try to get the name of the guy Prince Johnson murdered. The American missionary.
Welcome to the reporting hotline of the U.S. Liberia Support Group Incorporated, a Washington, D.C.-based entity aimed at strengthening democracy in Liberia, empowering the rule of law, fighting corruption, injustices, and advocating for the establishment for war and economic crimes court in Liberia. If you witnessed the murder of Linda Jury, an American missionary allegedly murdered by then...
Okay, Linda Jury. I think that's a woman. Yeah, Linda Jury. Yeah. So they say Prince Johnson murdered her. Linda Jury. So if you witness the murder of Linda Jury, a woman, actually, not a man, a woman, an American citizen, a missionary, they are asking you to come forward, provide information so that you will testify. The Americans will pick Prince Johnson up. They will pick him up, and they will bring him here and they will prosecute him. Linda Jury, that's the name of the American woman that they want you to provide information for. And they will prosecute Prince Johnson under, they're not even waiting for Liberian War Crimes Code to prosecute Prince Johnson, Bokai. You heard that, right? Nope. They are now waiting for a War Crimes Code for Liberia to prosecute Prince Johnson for the murder of this woman. They want to pick him up, bring him to America, and prosecute him here in America. Linda Jury. That is her name. Thank you so much, folks. God bless you. And we will be back here tomorrow, same time, 7:30 a.m., well, up to 9:30 or 9. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.